right. Ryan from 5 Lug Racing here with Dale Jr. Going to be sitting on top of the pit box this weekend on this 88 car. Dale, first time doing this. How's this going to go for you this weekend?
Well, we got a really great group of guys on this 88 car that'll handle a lot of the heavy lifting. Should be a whole lot for me to do. But yeah, we have plans for situations like this. We get somebody suspended, and we have a pretty good plan for this weekend. If everything goes well, I shouldn't have to do too much. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good opportunity for me to see the sport from a new perspective. I'm all about that. So yeah, I should learn quite a bit and come away with a new appreciation for that role.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it because, you know, on your download, you're always talking about things you may do a little differently. Yeah. Now it's your time to shine. So, you know.
I'm probably going to follow the protocol, honestly. I don't think I'm going to get outside of the box.
Right.
There'll be a couple things that'll be interesting, and that's the pit stop. So I have to set the left front tire. So there's an active role in the pit stops themselves. It's very manual. It's very small compared to what's actually really happening in the pit stop itself, but it's still a role nonetheless because you don't want to screw up. So that'll probably be really the most important part of the day for me. If we have a car that doesn't get damaged or anything like that, where we have to kind of kick into a unique situation of repairs or whatnot, everything should go pretty smooth. The strategy is pretty straightforward. Tires, are limited, so you really can't do a ton of different things with strategy. It's more about, I guess, in the third stage, if we break that stage in half, where do we do that? How do we do that? How can we use that to create an advantage for ourselves?
Well, we're here for it. We wish you the best of luck this weekend. Enjoy it. We're with Connor Zilisch here from Junior Motorsports. Connor, having an awesome rookie campaign already. 1 year on one win on the year, locked into the postseason. What do you got to do to continue the success and set yourself up for that deep playoff?
Yeah, I mean, we've started doing a better job of executing races. We've been fast everywhere the last 4 or 5 weeks. The car itself does 4 top 5s in a row. I have 3. We're starting to figure things out and run consistently up front. So, yeah, just got to keep executing races and doing what we've been doing. We know we have the speed to do it. It's just about not making mistakes and keeping ourselves up front all day.
Awesome. Now, when it comes to the tricky triangle, you are an excellent road racer. Does Pocono set up similar to a road course with having 3 different corners? Does that help or be an advantage to somebody who races like yourself?
It might be a little bit of an advantage. At the end of the day, it's still, an oval, and a lot of the characteristics are still the same of an oval, but, it being 3 different corners can kind of play in my favor as well. So, I've never been here, so, it's going to be a bit of a, test to find out and see how I am here, but I'm excited for it. It's been really fun to learn on the simulator, and everyone I've talked to said they enjoy it.
What is the part of Pocono Raceway that you're looking forward to the most this weekend?
Man, I think the long straightaways and the runs and the draft and just managing that. It's such a long racetrack, and only having 3 corners. It's the runs are really big, and in a way there's some super speedway aspects to it. So I'm excited to figure that out and just continue to learn about the air and how to manipulate it and use it in your favor.
Last question for you. Dale Earnhardt Jr. sitting on top of your pit box, calling the shots this week, having the boss man on top of the box. What's that got to feel like for you?
No, it's super cool, and I'm really excited to have Dale. He's been super involved this entire week, coming to meetings, going to pit practice with us, and it's cool that he takes the initiative to put that much effort in and do it right. So he's excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun weekend together.
All right, Connor. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Dale Connor. Congratulations. Ryan from 5 Lug Racing. Dale, I'd like to start with you. Connor wins in his debut Xfinity race as a driver in Watkins Glen. Fast forward a season later, and you win your crew chief debut. So fun fact for you, but listening in on the scanner, you spoke on that final restart. Can you walk us through the decision and strategy in lane choice to push the 2?
Yeah, I think that our best opportunity for us was to try to really assist the control car. There's such a risk. Well, our data tells us this outside line is definitely going to win out more times than not. I think it was a 71% success rate at row 1, 2, and 3 on the outside line to actually gain a spot. So that's easy. And then there's the chance, I guess, that you're being behind the car that's going to launch first, you can connect and get to pushing and get going. That is harder to do in the lane that's not under control. So the control, the non-control car has to guess when the leader goes. You, as the following car, has to guess a lot of different things as well to be able to latch and connect and push. As you saw today, that was like a 50% success rate in that row. So we definitely didn't want to be in that situation. I didn't love the bottom, even though he made some great passes down there on some cars. I thought that, I kept telling him, I'm like, man, here's the goal, right? We're going to start here, and I just want you to try to be on the outside of that inside car. Just gain us a spot here off of 2. If everything goes well, we'll come off the corner on his quarter panel, side draft him down the straightaway, we gain a spot, right? There's going to be more wrecks, more cautions, more opportunity for us to get on the front row and do some things and get lucky.
Thank you. And Connor, congratulations on your first career non-road course victory, we'll call it that. I wanted to speak on your return from injury in Charlotte. You finished second there, second in Nashville, and now a first here at Pocono on the non-road course races. How do you feel about the positive consistency you've achieved on the ovals, and do you think now you've cemented yourself as a true title contender this year?
Yeah, I've never thought of myself as not a title contender coming into the year. I knew it was going to take time to get up to speed, and a lot of these guys have been with their crew chiefs for years now, and they have setups that they know and they can go to the racetrack with and be confident in. And it's tough showing up with a new crew chief, a new driver, a new pairing, and expecting to win races right out of the gate. So we knew that starting the year it would be a little bit difficult at times, and we would struggle a little bit, but me and Marty haven't let up, and we've continued to work, and I'm at the point where I feel like every week we show up, we've been really competitive, and all the junior motorsports team work really, really well together, all 4 cars, and we share notes and share what we're going to the track with, and I feel like that's also helped a lot, having those guys to lean on, especially Justin. I feel like everywhere he shows up really close to being the fastest car on the racetrack, and I've leaned on him for a lot of advice. So yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things, but I never saw myself as a non-title contender, but recently I've gained confidence for sure, especially on the ovals, and this is my 3rd oval race, finishing top 2 in a row. So we're heading in the right direction, but that doesn't mean we're gonna slow down and give up yet. We got a lot more races left in the season, and a goal at the end of the year to win the championship in Phoenix.
Thank you guys, and best of luck to you.
Thanks.